My name's Amit, and this is Lyra, which I named after the Lyra constellation, which symbolizes guidance and clarity. And so the problem that I was trying to tackle was to figure out a solution for job seekers who often struggle to tailor their resumes for specific roles and keep them ATS friendly. So ATS is the first line of defense where it kind of filters out a lot of the resumes before they even get to any sort of recruiters, like if they don't match keywords and whatnot. And so I built this Lyra app, which uses AI to analyze and improve resumes instantly, while also providing a dashboard that will manage your applications, all those companies and statuses all in one place. So it just makes it easier because sometimes juggling multiple applications can also become messy without a centralized system. And so my biggest challenge was configuring the database in Supabase, handling user authentication, file storage, and database permissions. And so the technologies I used to build this app were using TypeScript, Tailwind, React, Vite on the front end. And then on the back end, I used Node, Express, and Axios. I also leveraged multiple APIs such as OpenAI for rewriting, Tomorrow.io for weather, and Location Fetch for geolocation. And so let's get into the demo of this. And so I'm currently using Supabase authentication. When I first started the project, I initially chose to use Auth0. However, I wasn't able to connect that to the database, so I ended up switching over to Supabase, who have an integrated authentication. And another cool thing that I liked about this, going with Supabase, was the fact that I was able to make my own login window, whereas with Auth0, I was not able to with the free version. And so here I created this where you're able to log in and it'll authenticate with Supabase authentication. You can sign up if you don't have an account. Alternatively, you can use one of the OAuth providers, and the one that I currently have set up is Google. I did add the other ones with the intention that eventually I will enable those as well, but for now we'll log in with Google. And so here we're presented with our dashboard, and this is pretty much what you'll see, where it'll house your entire application. You can create a new application, adding the job information, and then it'll populate your resume here along with feedback once OpenAI API is able to read through your resume. On the right hand side, we're pulling in the weather from tomorrow.io, and then we have another API that is taking your latitude, longitude, and fetching your location. And then just below that, we have our job search, which is different job banks such as LinkedIn, Indeed, Glassdoor, TrueUp, Levels, and then skill building. So something that you probably want to focus more on rather than spending your whole day tailoring resumes. So we have lead code, and then educative for system design. And so let's show you how we would enter this information. So we don't have any resume, so let's add a resume. And so we'll select this one. And then from companies, let's say we should first find let's just say SpaceX, and it's for software engineer, and location, we will say Redmond, and SpaceX.com, and then we applied today, and then some random description. Okay. And so once I press analyze, what's happening is first the PDF, which is the only method that I currently have enabled for a method that you can use to upload your resume. So right now I don't have Word file or any other type, it's just PDF. And so as soon as you hit analyze, what's happening is I have a PDF parser that it's going to parse that into text, store that into the applications table. It's going to store the PDF version in the Supabase Supabase storage, and then it'll add the rest of these fields into the appropriate tables. And so all of this is happening one at a time, which is why you'll notice that it does take a little bit long for it to process. And once OpenAI API has processed the resume, it's going to provide you a high-level overview of your resume. So here you can kind of see what it's giving you is it's giving you some positives about your resume, as well as things that you can improve on for your resume as well. And if I refresh this, we shall see. Okay, so we see it right here. And then based on what we see in the job description, we can see that this one is on site, Redmond, Washington, state. Let's just say, for example, we've already passed the phone interview, technical interview, and now we're in offer negotiation. And from the job listing, it says it's 120K per year to 145K per year. And then prep, I guess we could say we prepped using LeetCode plus system design. And so this is where you can kind of store it. There are more fields that I'm currently working on to add, which we will be able to modify as needed, plus add additional fields for if there are multiple interviews. And then this button here, what this is doing is it's taking that resume that is stored as text in the database, and then OpenAI is tailoring that resume to the job description of this application that you currently have with SpaceX as a software engineer. And it's formatting as HTML, so then you can you have the option to save it as PDF or even save it and then you can modify it as needed. But what this is doing is this is trying to highlight your qualifications to the job description, as well as making it ATS friendly. And yeah, thank you.